There's four who share this room. We work hard for the crack, and sleeping late on Sundays. I never get to Mass. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It grows further by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. When Friday comes around, Terry's only into fighting. My ma would like a letter home, but I'm too tired for the writing. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It grows further by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. It almost breaks me heart when I think of Josephine. I told her I'd be coming home with me pockets full of green. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It grows further by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. The only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It sort of eases the pain of it and levels out me thinking. Oh, it's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It grows further by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. I sometimes hear a fiddle play, or maybe it's a notion. I dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way. It grows further by the day. It's a long way from Clare to here. It's a long way from Clare to here. Hey everybody, it's Rob Dylan here. You know, I played Hard Rain's Gonna Fall not too long ago. And I know my brother Bob, he said, and he wrote that song, it's a bunch of first lines from songs that didn't think he was ever going to get around to writing. So I thought, well, I'm a little younger than Bob. Maybe I'll take that task on to write a song for every line of Hard Rain That's Gonna Fall. So this is the first one. It's called Six Crooked Highways. Hope you like it. I walked in a crowd on 6 crooked highways. Through the dust and the dirt, through the rain and the snow. Seen the best of man, felt the worst of their ways. And I've wondered where this long road will go. But I'll keep on moving no matter how rough. And I'll keep on singing with my heart full of love. For the road is long and the journey is hard. But I'll keep on going, for I've come this far. Well, I met some kind folks on these crooked highways, and I met some unkind who would do me harm. I've learned to trust my instincts and learned to be wary, for there are wolves out here in the dark. But I'll keep on moving no matter how rough, and I'll keep on singing with my heart full of love. For the road is long and the journey is hard. But I'll keep on going, for I've come this far. I've seen the lights of the cities shining bright. I felt the cold of the wilderness at night. I heard the voices of the angels, the demented demons, and I carried the weight of their conflict and vision. But I'll keep on moving no matter how rough, and I'll keep on singing with my heart full of love. For the road is long and the journey is hard. But I'll keep on going, for I've come this far. I've walked and I've crawled, and I've stumbled and fell, and I've always gotten back up again. For I know that this road is my story to tell, and I'll keep on singing to the very end. But I'll keep on moving no matter how rough, and I'll keep on singing with my heart full of love. For the road is long and the journey is hard. But I'll keep on going, for I've come this far. Yes, the road is long and the journey is hard. But I'll keep on going, for I've come this far. Picking up the pieces of my sweet shattered dream, I wonder how the old folks are tonight. Her name was Anne, and I'll be damned if I recall her face. She left me not knowing what to do. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes.
Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. How you doing tonight? Turning back the pages to the times I love best, I wonder if she'll ever do the same. Now the thing that I call living is just being satisfied with knowing I've got no one left to blame. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Carefree highway, you've seen better days, the morning after blues, from my head down to my shoes. Carefree highway, let me slip away on you. Let me slip away on you. Live from my basement, it's Tuesday Live. Standing on a corner for 1,000 nights, it's the slowest corner known to man. Watching strange faces pass beneath the lights with a bottle waving in your hand. You got just enough money for some nothing to go, it ain't exactly what you planned. So lonesome that you can't even say hello, and no one seems to understand. You're a mixed up kid, come on and join the crowd, ones that only fit where they're not allowed. Out on the streets and you're feeling blue, you're traveling light, with a hole in your soul where the wind blows through, a hole in your soul where the wind blows through. You wandered away from your childhood home, nobody cared to trace the tracks you laid. You traveled by night and you traveled alone, came to rest in a penny arcade. Well, the last shot's over on a Saturday night, you wake up in the beam of a cop's flashlight. He asks you who you are, if you knew or you cared. He asks you where you live and you say nowhere. You're a mixed up kid, come on and join the crowd, the ones that only fit where they're not allowed. Out on the streets and you're feeling blue, you're traveling light, with a hole in your soul where the wind blows through. You got a hole in your soul where the wind blows through. I don't know where I got it, but I got it the same. It's a feeling that'll rip you apart. It follows me around like a part of my name, like I'm born with a time bomb instead of a heart. You're a mixed up kid, come on and join the crowd, ones that only fit where they're not allowed. Out on the streets and you're feeling blue, you're traveling light, with a hole in your soul where the wind blows through, a hole in your soul where the wind blows through, hole in your soul where the wind blows through. You got a hole in your soul where the wind blows through. Mixed up kid, join the crowd, ones that only fit, not allowed. Out on the streets and you're feeling blue, you're traveling light, with a hole in your soul where the wind blows through, a hole in your soul where the wind blows through, hole in your soul where the wind blows through. You got a hole in your soul where the wind blows through. That's supposed to be a Cajun type number. But it was Robert Earl Keen I learned that song from, so I guess kind of a Texas Cajun number. I hope the sound's okay tonight. It sounds a little hollow to me. I've had a bit of a last-minute issue. My end pin, which is that little piece right there, which is where the pickup for my guitar runs into my sound system, has started faulting on me. It started cutting out. So I had to make a last-minute adjustment and just throw up a single mic. So we're just doing an acoustic show tonight, all completely acoustic. And I've got an appointment to go in and see the folks up in the repair shop at Folkway Music in Waterloo tomorrow to see if I can get that end pin replaced, because I have some live shows coming up, and that's what I've been trying to work on a bit, getting some of my material together for a live performance. That's what I'm doing tonight, playing some of the songs I've been working on. Great to see everybody here tonight. Holly, nice. Thanks for confirming the sound's okay out there. I mean, it sounds good here. I monitor it through my ears with little in-ear monitors so I can hear what's going out to the world. So make sure that I'm, for those of you who have watched the show in the past, many episodes past, occasionally I was muted, like we're wont to be on the internet when we're on Zoom calls and that sort of thing. But I was muted a few times, so at least now I can hear what's at least partially what's coming out. I don't know how well it gets to everybody, but. And I see other folks checking in as well. Ron Desaillet from up in Kapuskasing. Great to see you, Ron, here tonight. One of our musical friends from up in Kapuskasing. And good buddy Ron Perkins. And I think I'm playing golf with Ron sometime in the next couple of weeks. I hope so anyways. Haven't played much golf, but been out for 9 holes. That's it. But hoping to get out again soon. I see Putty McGilvery, our good friend down in the stormy Seaway Valley, Seaway Village of Long Sault. Yeah, we had those storms pass through here yesterday. Last night we had some storms pass through, and I guess they've sort of dodged us a bit today. But and we have Dorothy and Ross from Long Sault as well. So great to see some folks in Long Sault. I'm going to be in Long Sault this summer. Speaking of Long Sault and Putty McGilvery, Putty's bringing back his charity fundraising pig roast. I think it's the end of July where that's planned. So hoping to get down there and play some music with my friends down in Eastern Ontario. So looking forward to that. And also saw Kathy King check in here as well. Good to see Kathy here. And I saw Kathy Yardley from up in beautiful Elmira as well. So good to see everybody checking in tonight. We're playing some tunes. Got some songs. We've got the regular cast here as well. We're just doing the May 2-4 weekend. For those of you, I don't know if our friend, I haven't seen him check in, our friend Lee from the States, he might not know what the May 2-4 weekend is, but I think most Canadians know what the May 2-4 weekend is. When I was growing up in Long Sault, it was usually the opening weekend when everybody went to the campsites, which was a big party place, a big party place when we were kids. Teenagers, I guess, growing up in Eastern Ontario and Long Sault. That was a good spot to hang out. It was often, but it was always party weekend wherever you were, whether you were going to the cottage or something. And there used to be the 2-4 related to that classic package size of Canadian beer that we used to always enjoy. I mean, back in the day, I guess you'd get a 2-4 for the May 2-4 weekend. Now we sort of drink 2 to 4 beers maybe over the course of a weekend. Maybe some de-alkalized ones in there as well. I see Stan McRae checking in as well. Good to see Stan McRae. We've got some of Stan's picks on tonight, as we do almost every night of the show. I'm looking forward to sharing those. Stan always does some awesome pictures, and got some backdrops here. Chris, I think, contributed some of the backdrops I've used tonight, and I've picked a few of my own out of my own photo collection. You're always welcome to send some in or share some if you'd like to see some of your photos as backdrops, or you think they make nice backdrops as well. Love to participate with you on that, but we're just going to play some tunes, and if you have any requests, I can try my prompter's been acting up today, so I don't know. It could be a bit of a disaster tonight with things flying all over the place, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure. Is this cable? No cable. I think there's no cable. But anyways, I'm going to send it over to Willy here. I might even jump in there if I can find a spot to jump in, because I think he's playing a classic Crystal Gale song. So take it away, Willy. Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it isn't true. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? Tell me no secrets, tell me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me, don't let me cry. Say anything, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. Didn't know just what I had, but honey, now I do. Don't it make my brown eyes? Don't it make my brown eyes? Don't it make my brown eyes blue?
Give my people plenty of beer, good beer and cheap beer, and you will have no revolution among them.
Did I tell you we're doing Queen Victoria quotes as well on the show tonight? Got the old gal herself. I left your house this morning about 9:15. Could have been the Willy Nelson, could have been the wine. When I left your house this morning, was a little after 9. It was in Bob Cajun, I saw the constellation reveal themselves one star at a time. Drove back to town this morning, with working on my mind. I thought of maybe quitting, thought of leaving it behind. Back to bed this morning, and as I'm pulling down the blind, well, the sky was dull and hypothetical, and falling one cloud at a time. That night in Toronto, with its checkerboard floors, riding on horseback and keeping order restored till the men that couldn't hang stepped to the mic and sang, and their voices rang with that Aryan twang. Got to your house this morning, just a little after 9. In the middle of that riot, couldn't get you off my mind. So I'm at your house this morning, just a little after 9. 'Cause it was in Bobcaygeon where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Reveal themselves one star at a time. That's my own little rendition of Bobcaygeon, one of my favorite campfire songs. I should get some better pictures of campfires. Send us pictures of your campfires if you have a campfire. Nothing sweeter than looking at a campfire, is there, on a summer's night? Except there are lots of mosquitoes out too. I've noticed. We noticed that this weekend. The mosquitoes are back. Sure, up in Ron's neck of the woods, the black flies are out as well, and which are always fun to keep things exciting out in the wilds of Canada. But anyways, I'm going to turn it over to our resident folk singer, Rob Dylan, he's working on this project. He's taking the first line, or taking lines from Hard Rain's Gonna Fall that his brother Bob wrote, and I guess commented that they were all first lines of songs that he didn't think he'd get around to writing. And Rob Dylan's taken it upon himself trying to write a song that's based on one line, a number of songs based on one line from It's a Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. And I think he's doing like 12 Misty Mountains or something tonight. So let's send it over to Rob Dylan. Stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains, with my heart heavy and my soul lay bare. I've seen the darkness that lies within man, I've tasted the bitterness of despair. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time, keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough, but I'll keep on going till I've had enough. I've walked through the valley of death and destruction, with my eyes fixed on the light that's ahead. I heard the thunder, felt the rain, but I've never given up, oh, I've never fled. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time, I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough, but I'll keep on going till I've had enough. Well, I've met many people on this long road, some kind and some cruel as people can be. I've learned to trust my instincts, trust my intuition, for they've never once betrayed me. Oh, but I'll keep on moving one step at a time, and I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough, but I'll keep on going till I've had enough. I've stumbled and fallen more times than can be counted, but I've always gotten back up again. For I know that the path I'm on is the right one, and I'll keep on walking till the very end. But I'll keep on moving one step at a time, and I'll keep on fighting till the end of the line. For the road is long and the journey is rough, but I'll keep on going till I've had enough.
I would venture to warn against too great intimacy with artists, as it is very seductive and a little dangerous.
That was awesome, Rob. I saw Tony checking in there. Good to see you, Tony. I know Tony's a musician, and we're opening up. We're going to have the Tuesday Live open mic, so any musicians out there want a place to play live on our virtual stage, get in touch with me and we'll figure something out. Oh my thing's messing up today. Sorry, folks. It's a classic song that you hear acoustic musicians play in bars. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart went out. And I'm sure you heard it all before, but did you ever really have a doubt? And I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light my way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. That was Wonderwall. My thing is messing up here. My prompter. I have to confess to you folks, I don't memorize all these songs, and my prompter's gotten a little jumpy on me tonight, so. But anyways, we're going to kick it right over to our good friend Stan McRae. Stan has some picks for. I hope we can get those rolling okay. My technology, technology is a great thing until it stops working. And I've had problems with technology, but I've had problems with technology, and I will have problems with technology again, because this show is live well, I shouldn't say it's unrehearsed, not really scripted much. But let's send it over to Stan McRae. We've got Stan's awesome picks. Take it away, Stan. Awesome, Stan, as always. It's beautiful pictures. Hey, Bob, good to see you checking in. Thanks. Thanks for taking the time to comment. I know lots of folks watch the show and don't always comment, and that's fine. You don't have to comment. There's no obligations to comment. And I know a lot of folks as well watch the show on YouTube on their big screen. They stream it, or whatever you call it, cast it, I guess. And so they aren't able to comment. But so much. So great to have you all here and have Stan's picks to share with us. Always amazing the pictures that Stan picks up. And of course he visited puppies. I think he knows some folks that raise German Shepherds or something, but he gets those amazing pictures of those dogs and frogs and birds and mushrooms. He had a great, the mushroom there, that sort of brain looking mushroom thing, that's a morel. Those are really tasty. I know Stan and a friend were out foraging for them in the woods and wilds of eastern Ontario, and I think found a fair number of them. They are delicious, so I hope you enjoy them, Stan. Here's a sing-along song. I hope you sing along if everything works according to plan here. But this land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. As I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling ice fields of our Arctic deserts, well, all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters. This land was made for you and me. When the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds drolling, a voice was chanting as the fox was lifting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From Bonavista to Vancouver Island, from the Arctic Circle to the Great Lake waters, this land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Fantastic background, Stan. Hope you were singing along. I think I could hear some people singing out there. Always fun to have a little sing-along song on Tuesday Live. I know my mom would have been singing along with that one. Hi, Mom. I think she's out watching on YouTube over in Ottawa. So I hope you enjoyed that song. And I'm going to send it over to send it out the other way to Dublin, Ontario, to our friend Robbie O'Spoon, and see what he's got for us tonight. Take it away, Robbie. Rows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in me way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel as every fairy tale comes true. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
We are not amused.
Wow, Queen Victoria, that wasn't very kind, but I guess there hasn't been a lot of love lost between the Irish and the monarchy as well. That's that was Robbie O'Spoon playing his little it's a Martin backpacker guitar he plays, and he has it tuned Nashville tuning, which is what is that? I think it's got like the top 4 strings are normal tuning, the bottom ones are it's the opposite strings of a 12 string. If you take a set of 12 string guitar strings, take out the ones that fit a normal guitar, and then take the harmony ones off the first 4, and the octave ones, I guess, and then it's so it gives you that sort of nice ringing sound. And he enjoys picking that out in the peonies, the tree peonies, which are quite lovely right at this time of year, but got knocked down a little bit by the rain yesterday, but that happens. It's another song by one of my favorite Ontario singer-songwriters, Fred Eaglesmith. You're spooking the horses. They're wild and they're scared, with the bright colored makeup and those clothes that you wear. And I seen you dancing last night beneath the trees. You're spooking the horses. You're scaring me. Where the road meets the highway, those bright city lights must have shone through your windshield and got in your eyes. And I guess you thought that they'd set you free. Spooking the horses. You're scaring me. You're not wearing your hair tied back anymore. You're wearing dresses like never before. You're driving faster than I've ever seen. You're spooking the horses. You're scaring me. I can hear the gears grinding where you make the turn, and up on the skyline those headlights just burn. The horses go running and my heart just screams. Spooking the horses. You're scaring me. You're spooking the horses. And you're scaring me. Wow, those horses out behind me there don't look very spooked, and I think Lazy's back there just heading up to the barn. If you look way back there, he's heading up to the barn because I think him and Him and Neil Old are going to do a tune for us here. So let's send it over to Neil Old and Lazy Horse.
There is a town in North Ontario with dream, comfort, memory to spare. And in my mind, I still need a place to go. All my changes were there. Blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes. Leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Baby, can you hear me now? The chains are locked and tied across the door. Baby, sing with me somehow. Blue windows behind the stars, yellow moon on the rise, big birds flying across the sky, throwing shadows on our eyes, and leave us helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Great events make me quiet and calm. It's only trifles that irritate my nerves.
Well, thank you for that, Queen Victoria. That was one of her great quotes. And thank you, Neil and Lazy, for that great rendition of Helpless, one of the great Neil tunes. I saw Neil was Neil Young and Crazy Horse were playing at the beer sponsored venue in Toronto. Apparently Neil, who has something against Anheuser-Busch, I guess, didn't want it called the Budweiser stage because it was he's got something going on with it. Doesn't I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly what the issue was there. Maybe someone remembers that, but anyway, so he just called it the stage with no name, I think he was calling it. And they weren't selling Budweiser, but they were selling Mill Street beers, which I read somewhere Mill Street beers are owned by Labatt's, which is owned by Anheuser-Busch. So it's hard to get away from it, Neil, even when you're trying. But Neil has a bunch more dates. I think he's got a bunch more dates across Canada. I think he's going to be in Ottawa as well. That would be a show to see, I'm sure. But anyways, I'm going to do not a Neil Young song, but another Canadian great, Gordon Lightfoot. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet, you know that ghost is me. And I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstores sell. When you reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail, and you won't read that book again because the ending's just too hard to take. Walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, a movie queen to play the scenes of bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. I never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. You could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. But stories always end. And if you read between the lines, you know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. I never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say that I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone, and I just can't get it back. Gordon Lightfoot. Is there anything more Canadian than Neil Young? Holly asks. Well, Gordon Lightfoot, some people might answer. Tom Connor, some people might answer. Great Big Sea, maybe. I don't know. They're kind of a little more Newfoundlander. And Neil Old, because he's lived here longer. That's right. Neil Old has, Neil left and sort of became, Neil left and became more of an, I guess he is an American. I think he's has American citizenship, I think. Not sure. I'm not sure for sure. But I certainly enjoy it. I mean, Gordon, I guess the other one you might think about too is Bruce Cockburn. Time for one or two more songs. I'll do two more. Got another Gordon Lightfoot here. I remember Anne McClure. I don't know if Anne's watching tonight, but I think Anne requested this song a while back when we were doing our Gordon Lightfoot tribute. If you didn't see, that was a great series of shows. I think we did 3 after Gordon Lightfoot passed. We did 3 Gordon Lightfoot tribute shows. Still wasn't enough to get in all his songs, but. Well, you think you had the last laugh, now you know this can't be true. And there it switches over to me again. Even the sun shines down upon you now, sometimes you must feel blue. You make the best of each new day, you try not to be sad, even though the sky falls down upon you, call it midnight feeling bad. When you wake up to the promise of your dream world coming true, with one less friend to call on, was it someone that I knew? Away you will go sailing in or waste among the ruins. If you plan to face tomorrow, do it soon. To love is littered by the bones of other ones who by the magic of the moment were mysteriously undone. You try to understand it, but you never seem to find any kind of freedom. Coming clean is just another state of mind. When you wake up to the promise of your dream world coming true, one less friend to call on, was it someone that I knew? Away you will go sailing in a race among the ruins. If you plan to face tomorrow, do it soon. I'm gonna cut that short and let's just take it out to the end of the show here, I think, because I'm running close to time. I always hate to run over. I run over a lot, way more than I stop short, so maybe tonight I'll try to stop short. And having all sorts of little technical glitches as well, which are a little unnerving when you're here in front of our huge Tuesday Live virtual audience out there. But as I mentioned earlier on the show, I mentioned it last week as well, I'm going to try to set up a virtual kind of open mic. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of an open mic show, but often a musician will go to a pub or a bar or a coffee shop or something and set up a little sound system and invite other musicians to come and play, do a few songs. And I thought, I've got the capacity here to bring guests on. All they need is a microphone, which most musicians would have some way of connecting a microphone these days, I'd think, to their internet connection, and a camera and some kind of earbuds or something so that you don't get echo. And we could have a little chat about music, and we could play some tunes. And I'm going to try to search the world over for solo acoustic musicians to join us. So we're hopefully get a few reps in before the end of the of season 2 of the show, which I think we're going to wrap up towards the end of June there, take the summer off, give everybody a chance to get outside, which I think a lot of folks are probably outside tonight. It's beautiful weather here in southern Ontario. I don't know what it's like where you are, but anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in. Steve, good to see you here, Steve. And there's Lee as well, checked in as well. Good to see you, Lee, our friend from Lancaster, New York, and Steve from over in St. Jacobs, my sound man. Ron opened his mic and found many misplaced beers. A few words you probably lost in there too over the years, I would think, as well, Ron. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. We always we enjoy the show every week. You can help us. You can help support the show many ways. You can financially support it. We have a virtual tip jar at tuesdaylive.ca, or if you're really keen, you could become one of our supporting patrons who support the show on a regular basis, help cover some of our costs. Or you can, what you're doing right now, come watch the show now or maybe after the fact. I know a lot of folks do watch the show, kind of time shift it, watch it when they can. Appreciate that as well. And you can share it. If you're on Facebook, you can put it on your Facebook, share it, hit that little share button and send it out on your timeline. Get some other folks to take a look at it. And just, hitting the heart button helps too, and commenting. We appreciate all of that. So thank you so much for being here. I know there's not a lot of things you spend an hour on the internet. Well, we all spend an hour on the internet. An hour would be a short time, right? But an hour on one thing on the internet, that's rare. Because, I think most of the time we go on the internet, we're have very short attention spans on the internet. I know I do. I get on the internet. I don't rarely watch anything very long, but I appreciate you taking the time to watch this show. It's my little creative endeavor that I've had fun with over the course of the 4 years I've been doing it now. Boy, that's hard to believe. 4 years. And the other thing is, I'm also thinking to get my hair trimmed a bit. I saw Neil when he played a picture of him playing last night at the in Toronto, and I noticed his hair was a little shorter. So Neil Old has approved that we get a trim because he was sort of holding off. He was saying we got to keep the cast hair long for the Neil Old show, because Neil Old is going live I think June 21st at Block 3 Brewery. I'm going to be there opening up for Neil Old, so if you want to catch Neil Old live, that'd be the place to do it. But anyways, I'll stop yakking here, and we're coming up on the hour, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad we got through another one without too many disasters. Try to get things fixed up by next week. And in the meantime, if you can't make it to the after party, well, just love. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We'll keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. We'll only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and sip sweet wine and just love. I'll be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. Not gonna try, I'm just gonna do. And if you join with me, well, then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. You find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just love. It's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. keep it covered up in a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just love, just love. Some people were asking about that show on June 21st. It's actually in St. Jacobs. Steve was correct. At Block 3 Brewing in St. Jacobs. But there'll be more information about that before we get there, for sure. But have a nice evening, everybody. If you don't see you at the after party, I'll see you next Tuesday, I hope. Bye now.